Frank McCourt grew up as a child in Limerick, Ireland, with a loving mother and a drunken father who brought him very little money at home. And as a result, they were very poor and could not afford a well-established house. Now listen to Frank McCourt talk about the lavatory in his home.
That we all shared in this lane. All the families came and emptied their buckets. They'd use the bucket in the house, in the bedroom, for everything, and then empty it into this lavatory. And it would overflow, and there was waste, dirt, pee, piss, excrement everywhere. Flies, rats, everything were attracted to this lavatory. So, and our door would be open. Our door was catty-corner with the door of this lavatory. We could hear them coming, and we'd say, "Oh God, shut the door, shut the door. Bonnie Sexton is coming with her bucket." And she had the worst bucket in the lane. We became connoisseurs of this stink. So the flies would go in there, and they'd come in and they'd settle on the sugar bowl that we had, or when we had jam, they'd be lapping at the jam, and I got typhoid fever out of it. And in those days, they didn't have the medicines, or if they had them, they weren't available to the likes of me. So I spent 3.5 months in the hospital in the summer.
As a schoolboy, Frank McCourt loved English. In fact, for every English assignment, he always wrote more than teacher asked.
Frank was 10 when he came down with typhoid. He was in the typhoid hospital for 3.5 months. McCourt almost died in that hospital, not only due to the disease, but due to the horrible conditions in the hospital. There was dirt, urine, and excrement everywhere. They gave him soldier's blood, and they told him it would make him stronger.
Frank McCourt thought about joining the bar business as an early adult. But yet again, he thought that he did not want to be a cop or a bartender or anything of that nature. He thought of himself as something better than that.
Frank McCourt came to America when he was 19. He wanted a job in an office and have a gorgeous wife and go to Sunday Mass every Sunday, but unfortunately that did not work out. He eventually got drafted to the military. After the military, he ended up being a teacher, but being a teacher in America was harder than what he thought. Frank McCourt wrote a series of novels and a memoir.
One of the novels Frank McCourt wrote was called "Tis." He wrote a memoir called "Angele's Ashes," which was a memoir basically on his childhood back when he had typhoid disease.
After Frank McCourt retired, he became an inspirational speaker. He spoke in many different places, including colleges. Some colleges include Syracuse.
Frank McCourt died on July 19, 2009 of cancer. He was 78 years old.